Hello and welcome from the world of today is Bournemouth. So I'm down here for work at the moment and it's 25 degrees. The sky has not a cloud in sight. Not here especially for photos, but obviously liking my photography. I put the camera in the bag with me as I came down here. Now I've finished work, done my meetings, so I'm going to go out onto the beach and hopefully go get a very nice sunset shot. If you watched a video a couple of videos ago, I was up at Nestcliff in Shropshire, and I made the comment that shooting sunsets is pretty difficult without any filters. Still stand by that, although it is still possible, but I decided to go shopping. So one of the comments I made was don't go cheap, go for a decent set. The system, I'll be honest with you, the dream system would be a leaf filter system. However, £500 plus to get started is, for an amateur just getting into it, is probably a bit too much. So I did some research online and I came across a company called Cokin. So Cokin, they're a French company. Pretty good on the price market. I think they had quite a good reputation a few years ago. It seems to have dropped off from what I've heard. Not because of the quality of the filter, I'm guessing, just because maybe their marketing dropped down. I don't know why. But I went on to Amazon and I brought myself a kit. I'm going to show you. All in all, it came to £125, so 125, which is a pretty good price, to be honest with you. It said it was half price on Amazon, whatever that meant. It's always half price, or just at the moment, I'm not sure. So what I'm going to do is take you through what I've got. I haven't even opened the box yet, as you can see. Tell you what comes in the kit. We've got the camera set up here, so let's find out how easy it is to install it. And then we'll go out to the beach and let's see what it'll do. Okay, so the first bit of kit I'd got there was the Gradual ND filter kit. This comes with the holder as well, so this one was, I think top of my head, £34.99. The holder normally comes in about £10–15 and the graduated kit is about 25, so by getting it with it mixed in was actually a nice good bargain. So comes in a very nice box, pretty happy with that. So let's open it. I'll put links in for the Amazon here. They will be affiliated links, so I don't need to tell you about that, but feel free to click on the links below if you like them, get hold of them. Maybe wait till the end of the review, and if they're good, go get them. If they're no good, then go shop elsewhere. I've seen some pretty good features used, so I'm looking forward to this. Right, so taking out the box first. So the first thing that comes out is the holder itself. This is the P Series range I've got. So first of all, it's plastic, but it feels pretty sturdy, to be honest with you. It's got 3 filter slots, and I'm guessing it screws on pretty straightforward. So I have no idea how this kit works, so the first thing I'm going to try and do is see if it fits over. There is an adapter ring that you have to get, which I'm assuming goes on first, but let's find out if it doesn't need to go on first. Right, so this will go over this list. So straight away, yep, it's just, unless I want it to sit like that, which I obviously don't, it's going to be the adapter ring that goes on. So I've got a 58mm diameter lens. Luckily all 3 of my lenses I've got now are all 58mm. They do different sizes, 58, 67 I think, and there'll be a larger ones. This was I think about £10, so not too bad at all. So this one just comes in a plastic wrapper, so let's see if we can get into that. This is the bit which it could be embarrassing and we could cut, and what if it cuts and you never see this video, it means that the adapter ring I got was wrong. So here is adapter ring. So let's see if it makes it obvious of what needs to happen here. Right, so the looks of it, the adapter ring goes onto here, which looks pretty good. It's screwing on. So phase 1, adapter ring fits. That's my first bit of worry, and then we'd be back to square one. So now number 2, I'm guessing this now just slides onto here, which is looking pretty hopeful. Let's have a little look. Slides underneath, I reckon. I put that in like that. And look at that, like magic. So actually, first comments on the mounting system, I'm pretty impressed. The adapter ring seems to be made out of some form of metal, the plastic top on it. So your Cokin label is at the top. So pretty good with that. So yeah, so far so good. So next part of the box is the actual filters themselves. Comes in a nice little Cokin wipeable pouch, I'm guessing. And let's open this up. So it comes with 3 filters as standard. Let's have a little read through the box first. We've got an ND2 hard transition, we've got a ND4 hard transition, and an ND8 soft transition. So the first 2 are hard, there's 1 stop and a 2 stop, and the soft transition is a 3 stop. Not sure why they do it that way, but I reckon that'll work nicely with us. So number 1 comes in a little plastic sleeve as well. So this is the ND2 graduated filter, and you can see there it's nice and soft at the top and comes out. Actually, it looks quite gradual anyway, which is nice, but I'm sure once I get out in the field it will be a hard stop, which is good for going onto the beach because there's going to be a definite horizon. It's got it labelled at the top as well, so when you're looking at which filter you're after, it tells you at the top this is called a 121L. Okay, it's not a glass. So in the last video at Nestcliff I said go for a glass system. This is an acrylic. Thickness, quite impressed with it, feels sturdy. So far so good. Right, let's see how well it slides into the mountain. So it's all held by friction apparently. Right, so on here, the top bit is nice and straight, and as you get further down, the actual filter holder has a bit of a kick in it, which is where the friction then comes in and holds it. So that is in pretty simple and pretty sturdy. I like that. That's a lot better than I thought. So the other thing you can do with this filter, so you can twist it. So if you don't want to, if you haven't got a straight horizon or you're trying to filter something different or want to filter something from below up, that's possible on here. So yeah, that feels sturdy. I was a bit worried that they may feel like it'd slip out, but no, and it comes in and out very easy. Yeah, I'm impressed, very impressed. So that is the ND2, so the GND2. So let's pop it back in its nice little case it comes in. One thing that I reckon I will be doing is getting myself a filter holder, because when you're out in the field and you've got lots of these little sleeves to work with and nothing really protected, I don't want to be taking this out with me. So a little pocket. I think they're about £25 on Amazon again, so I think I'll be going for one of them. So the next one is the GND4. So this is the 2-stop hard edge. Yeah, you can see that's a more hard edge one there, and you can see that's a lot more on the stop side. So let's just pop that one in. I imagine it goes in the same as the other, and it does. Very nice and very easy. Liking that, it says Cokin Creative at the top as well. That's always nice. Daisy Hayes Creative. Yeah, it's almost like it's labelled after us. And then the last one is a Gradual soft edge. Now I have read some reviews on where I purchased this from that this is actually a hard edge filter. It says soft on it though. I'll be honest with you, I've never used filters, so I have no idea right now if that's a soft or hard edge, but when we get to the field we'll find out. We'll pop this in just for the sake of it, just to make sure, and there you go, in it goes. So that's your graduated kit. It came to about £35 with the holder plus the adapter rings. So if you were going for a first kit, you have this lens, 45 quid, get your 3 filters and the holders. So that I am very impressed with general sturdiness. So yeah, very good. So as you can do with these, you've got up to 3 holders. So if you wanted to have a stop graduated, then you can load them all up. From what I've read, the more you put in, you're obviously going through more, your lens is shooting through more, so it's going to degrade the image eventually. We'll find out later how well it actually degrades the image. Right, there it is, put back into there. So that is your Gradual filters done. So next one I'm going to move on to the full ND kit. So same boxing as the last one. This doesn't have the holder in it, so this is £25, this one here. For 3 filters, that's pretty good from where I'm coming from. So we've got an ND2, which is a 1-stop, an ND4, which is a 2-stop, and an ND8, which is 3 stops. And with the 3 holders, you can mount them all up. Really looking forward to these ones. I really want to get that slower shutter speed to get that really nice effect on the sea later. Fortunately, there's no clouds around. It's blue as blue can be out there. So yeah. Well, no cloud movements. Right, photo even looks like it may be Bournemouth. It probably isn't, but that would be quite nice if it was. But I really want that slow crashing wave, make it a nice silky smooth, especially if we get some colour in the sky later. I'm really hoping these are going to take my photography to the next level. From what I'm reading, it will hopefully do that. I think I've got a bit of a nice eye to start with using just no filter system and getting some nice snaps out of there. But this, you get that mystical effect when you get the long exposures, helps bring more colour in. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to playing with these. So the box is the same size as the last one. The only difference inside this is it doesn't have the holder. So let's open that up, and you've got the same sort of sleeve. Don't know if this is meant to be made for cleaning lenses and cleaning the filters, but you know, I reckon I'll be trying that out. So 3 filters, all coming in the plaster packages. Right, so the first one we've got is the ND2. Also a 152 is the reference for it. So it's a one stop, so that's going to be quite nice just to start. I'm not going to put these in again, so I think you're probably bored of that by now. But that's quite nice, same material used. Yeah, looks very nice. The next one is a 2 stop, so ND4 2 stop. Why they call it ND2 and ND4, but actually 1 stop, 2 stop, 3 stop, I don't know, but there you go. That is the ND4, so as you can see between the two of them, there is an extra stop of light off that. And then this is the ND8, which is 3 stops. Yeah, it doesn't make sense, I know. And then that is the difference. So that's the ND2 against it, and this is the ND4 against it. I'm sure someone out there can tell me why it's called an ND2, ND3 and ND4. Leave a comment, because I would actually quite like to know, or if people are just can't add, I don't know. Right, so that is my ND filter kit. So we've seen the Grad and we've seen the NDs. So there was one more filter. It's actually top of my list. It's the most expensive filter out of the lot. So this is the Polarizer. So apparently this is the first filter you should be getting. It was £55, so more expensive. And this is only one filter. However, this is going to take the glare off the water. It's going to make the clouds pop. Good old word pop. There's one thing I've noticed with photography, the word pop is used a lot. I actually just say it day in, day out now without even realising it. So, so this helps really bring that out. Apparently you need to shoot it at 90 degrees to the sun. I like shooting into the sun, which is, but it'll force me to shoot away from it and try it out. And apparently it helps if you want to just have a little bit of a stop on there. It can help stop sunlight because it's going for another lens. Right, so different box packaging. This is just, as a guitar player, it's like a guitar string holder. This guitar strings, how they come. So yeah, it looks pretty sturdy. Let's get it out. Right, so creative filter system. Filter for M size, which is the P Series. Again, not sure how that all works yet. Just on the Cokin, so depending on your lens size, depends on the size of the holder. You can go to the Z Pros. If you get wide angle lenses, they start to cost a lot more, but for my lens kit, this does the job. So it comes in the same case. Ooh, this feels a bit weightier. Same sort of case. This feels like £55 worth of Polarizer, I have to admit. So it's a circular one, and apparently once you get it in, you need to twist it to get the polarization to work. Never used one before, so we'll try together. Yeah, it feels sturdy. Nice metal perimeter to it. You see it's slightly got a bit of sort of Grad on there. So yeah, ooh, just trying it on the camera. You can see the changeover. Hopefully you can see that there. So this one, let's find out how this goes in. So I'm guessing it fits. To be honest, I have no idea how this goes in yet. So let's try back to front. Do I do it after? Do I do it before? Oh, there we go. Right, so now that makes sense. So on this filter, you've got your 3 for your normal filters, your rectangular square ones, and you've got a little lip just right next to the end of the holder. And if I looks at it, this slides in, and look at that. Oh, maybe not. Oh, hang on. So does that go down there? Does it stop there? I can twist it there. I would imagine it needs to go all the way down to the bottom. There we go. So a little comment there. You have to push it down on the bottom of the lip a little bit to get it in. Right, that's sat in nicely. Just wondering, so that takes out one of the spaces, so this counts as one of your 3. And apparently, yeah, you go. So you've got these little nicks on the top, which lets you get a nail in there and twist it around till you get the right polarization. So, yeah, that's nice. That feels like £55 worth of filter, which is nice. So just while we're trying then, so that's got the polarizer in. Let's take out an ND8. ND8 there. Let's pop that in to the second slot. That's into the second slot, and then let's get the ND4. ND4 there, and that go into the last slot. And there we go. So that's all 3 filter slots used up, and then you can still get to the top to twist your polarizer. All seems very sturdy. You can still twist this bit as well. Yeah, I have to admit, for £125 a filter kit, that I think is money well spent. But the proof is in the pudding, as they say. So on this beautiful evening, I'm going to pop down to the seafront. It's still pretty blue and harsh lighting out there, but let's go and have a little play with them anyway. So I'll see you at the beach. So I was just packing up, ready to go down to the beach, and I thought I'd record this bit as well. So I've come to take the filter holder off, and I'll be honest, I don't even know how to get the polarizer out at the minute. So I thought, you know what, for a laugh for you guys, you can watch me try and battle with it, and then once I've worked it out, you guys will know how to do it. So the filter, the polarizer, it's got a little lip at the top here, which is holding it in place, which I understand, but I would have thought that you pulled it back and pushed it up, but it doesn't seem to work that way. So the other thing I thought I'd try is try and take the filter holder itself off. I think it unscrews. Is it unclipped? No, is it unscrewed? The slider, that's a slider, isn't it? Ah, right. So yes, I remember now. So you've got this little tab at the top that you pull forward, and that will then be able to let you slide it, I'm assuming, down. Yeah, this bit is less impressed with this part of the design. It's a bit fiddly. I kind of feel like I'm going to break this bit. Right, so I've slid that off now, so I'm going to leave that ring on. It's not going to harm anything. So now I've got the polarizer here, just in the holder, so let's work out how that comes off. Must be a nice easy way. It comes out at the bottom. Yeah, this is a little bit more fiddly. I'm sure it's one of those, once you know that, yeah, you just give it a little pull and you get past the lip. I'm sure there's a way to do that in the actual, when it's actually on the camera. Good old smudge marks now, so let's use this lovely holder that comes with the filters come in, and just get rid of some of those finger marks that I've now put on. So yeah, I think now I know what to do. Yeah, it's not too bad. So as you can see, we are not at Bournemouth Beach. The first part of the video is obviously the Cokin filters that I just got, unpackaging them, having a little look how they all work. And the next part of the video was me going off on a lovely sunny day in Bournemouth to show you what they would do. So after the video ended, off I went to Bournemouth Beach as planned, made a nice video, tried them all out. I then came back to the car park, the secure car park, CCTV camera car park in Bournemouth, where I parked for many of a time. Just popped the camera bag in the footwell, covered it up because I was just nipping next door for a couple of pints. So I went and did that, and I came back to this. As you can see, that's my car. That's a nice big hole in my window, and my camera bag is no more. So in that bag was my Canon 700D. Well, actually my sister's one, which is on a long-term loan, along with a 50mm 1.4 Canon prime lens, a 75 to 300mm Canon ultrasonic, I think it's an ultrasonic ultrasound lens, 3 batteries, 2 SD cards, my iPhone 5, which I sometimes do videos on, And yeah, basically everything. I was actually really chuffed that when I got the filters out, they all fitted in nicely into that camera bag. And what that meant is some lovely person decided that it was an easy steal for them. So some twat in Bournemouth has got all my gear, and we're never going to see that video again. My contents insurance, I've only just bought a house and my contents insurance has not got personal cover, and unfortunately my sister not long cancelled her insurance policy as well, and the car doesn't cover it. So that's about £1,000 worth of gear just gone to someone in Bournemouth who's probably going to sell it and use it for God knows what. So if you're in Bournemouth and someone offers you a Canon 700D, please leave me a comment. Obviously done the whole police form and etc. But pretty much guarantee nothing's going to come from it. So this weekend I've got a nice trip off to Pembrokeshire where I'm going to do photos, but I do not have a camera. So I had to, so this isn't the part of the video that I was hoping you would see. So I've had to reorder all my stuff again. So reorder my Cokin filters, which I've had for less than a week. Not really properly used them yet, just unboxed them with you guys. So to reorder them again. My tripod attachment was on the camera, so that's my tripod is no longer usable. The bag's obviously gone, the camera, etc, etc. So I was really looking forward to actually buying my first camera at one point and doing a whole unboxing video. I was really excited about this one, but me buying a camera today was not quite as fun as I was planning, so I had to go and replace it. Being my sister's, I need to replace it relatively quickly. I don't want to seem like I was never going to do it. Plus, it's what I've been doing for a hobby most evenings and most weeks for about 6 months now, so I had to go and replace it. So quite lucky that Argus have actually a really good deal on the 750D, which is the newer model. It's here. Comes with SanDisk Fit 64 gig Extreme, it's called. With memory card, so that was £470, which is nice. So I'd normally be excited about to get something like this, but not this time. So got that back. I've ordered a new tripod, reordered all the filters. So far about £600 odd, maybe £700 spent, and I still got to sort the prime lens out, which is about £200, £250, and the other lens, which is about £200 again. So yes, it's like I said, best part of £1,000. So a very harsh lesson learned the hard way. Few here, don't leave your bag in your car even for 5 minutes. Even if you think it's secure, car park, CCTV, etc. Camera pointing right at the car. Insure the gear, even if you're borrowing it from a friend. If they haven't got the insurance, get it insured. Even more important than if it's your own gear, because if it's someone else's gear, you have to replace it. If it's your own gear, you can kind of take a choice on if you do or if you don't. And yeah, so pretty crap day. Got to drive all the way back from Bournemouth, 4.5 hour drive, missing a passenger window. So that was also nice. Luckily it was nice and sunny. But yeah, so I'm afraid this video ends here. I will do a second part of it with the filters. It's not going to be on the lovely Bournemouth beach, but I will get that done. I was going to do an unboxing of this Canon camera and talk you through it, but if I'm honest with you, not really in the mood. I've got to get out of the box, have a little look and get my head into it before going away this weekend. So I'm going to do that with a beer in hand, probably finish it with a whiskey at the end, just to try and cheer myself up a bit. So yeah, sorry it wasn't what you expected, but yeah, learn from my lessons, please do.